Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Usne Hope, and on this channel I started this channel to share my GBV experience and the journey that I am currently having with the law. And I have no words. It's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment when it comes to my journey with the law enforcement system in South Africa. So, backstory is I was beaten almost to death by my ex boyfriend, and this is an update of the last video whereby I share with you that my accommodation is not booked and hasn't been booked for the past 2 times. Actually, has never been booked, and I've been to this place 4 times. The one time, which was the second time, they had just arranged with the B&B. However, I'm going to be drinking water. However, the second time they did arrange as well. That would be the third time, I mean. Because the first time I paid for myself out of my own pocket, that payment hasn't been reimbursed. Um, Second time, I let them know that I have a caregiver who whom needs to be booked. They refused to book for him, and they had arranged for me. The third time, again, my caregiver is not booked for, and this time, the the investigating officer, Nje, sorry, the investigating officer would also refuse to do his bit, play his part in terms of having my um caregiver being booked for, and I get to the place, I book there myself. And then the third time, the fourth time is why I uploaded the previous video, because I felt, let me just speak to you guys, let me speak to the camera and share what is happening. And this is an update of what happened when I got there. So what happened when I got there is, right, so my trial was on a Monday. So my last conversation with the IO will be on a Friday, who when he assures me that he did see that my he did make sure that my accommodation is booked for. He is from court. He did see the papers. However, I get there and I'm not booked in. So he tells me the name of the B&B or lodge that I was supposed to be booked at, and I get there and I'm not booked at. My name is not there. It is a Sunday. So, being respectful, I had thought, what, I'm not going to call him because he does not work during office hour. I mean, like during weekends. So, but what choice did I have? All right, I called him. He tells me he's coming in 15 minutes. 15 minutes pass, and actually, this whole situation has me, what do I say? I'm just tired, basically. I'm exhausted. Every being of me is just so tired of dealing with this thing. And one thing that I keep on saying, even here, is that I'm not going to give up. The law will fail me till the very end, if that is. However, I'm just not going to give up. I am not going to play to them, and them meaning including everybody who's at play. Yeah. So I'm not gonna give into their hands. I'm not going to satisfy my ex-boyfriend, whom right now have I have a criminal record because of him, from claiming that I beat him up when he knows fully well that I did not touch him. And I'll keep repeating, me beating that man up would be me being stupid, because what if he beats me to a pulp again? What if he succeeds in killing me this time? So I'm not going to give up. However, the one thing I do best is cry. I cry. So I got to the accommodation that I was supposedly booked at, and my name is not on the list of the people that I choose to check in on the day. I call the IO. IO says he's coming, he never comes. Instead, I am called by his superior, by his commander, um, who promises to do better. Fine, I am finally booked in, and it was, at least this time, it was a nice. And then again, because my Ubudbegi, who is just so instrumental in this journey and me being alive, who is willing to support me and walk this journey with me, is not booked again. He's not considered. And I'm here, I'm expected to be 100% well, mentally, emotionally, and be on the stand of such a trying case without support. How? So long story short, he's not booked in again. So I asked reception for two beds, a room with two beds, and luckily I get it. And this time it was a nice place. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy with the place. I'm not complaining at all. No, I'm not complaining. Like the first place that they booked me into. But yeah, but the problem is now we need to tell a girlfriend, and if she ever sees this video, baby girl, we're sorry, we just didn't want to, cause a drama. We tell a girlfriend that he got a separate room, but in the matter of fact, Ogoti, the fact of the matter, English, the fact of the matter is that he didn't. It's just that me and him respect each other, and then so I got a room with two beds and we slept there. And I get to trial. The matter is postponed. The matter is postponed. The magistrate is sick. I don't know how many times this matter, I don't know when this matter is going to be finished. At some point, I need my freedom. And quite frankly, I'm not going to trust that I have my freedom just because there's a case against him, just because he's been warned to stay away from me. He was warned to stay away from me when he promised to kill me. This guy has promised to kill me. This guy almost killed me the first time that the first time that he beat me up. And at some point, I want to go back home. I want to resume living life normally. My mental health. Yes, I'm on a healing journey, but ever so often, because of these never ending cases, I am stuck. I want everything to end, but it isn't ending. So, and because I have another case that I had opened against him, um, of the intimidation, and how the intimidation case worked was, how I opened the intimidation case was, I informed the prosecutor that I needed, that this guy had had threatened me. Sorry. I informed the prosecutor that this guy had, I think my ex boyfriend that is, had threatened me, and he tells me to go to the investigating officer, and I do that. Investigating officer tells me to open a case. I do that. That was the 1st of September. So we went for the case, for the initial case number one of all these cases, on the 3rd of October, and this guy had not been apprehended for such a long time, for over a month. So while I was there, I called the investigating officer of the intimidation case now, that you know what, you have failed at your job. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take matters into my own hand. All I need is that you just make sure that this happens. So I'm gonna trace the guy. I'm gonna find the guy. I'm gonna update you where he is, and what you would need to do for me is just please come lock this guy up. So find that that happens. I do call this guy. I get to the town in KZN where I'm originally from. I get there, and I I call the investigating officer. For a minute there, I thought that the law is failing me once again, because he wasn't picking up. And I just burst out and cried. And luckily, um, I had taken down the numbers of the captain that opened my case, which was the common assault. And I did tell him, you know what, I will call you for multiple reasons, law related or police matters related. And he's been helpful whenever I called him. So I call him, he says that he's at work, so I can quickly come. While I'm there, so I go to him, but he was busy. The shift had just begun, and he needed to take um shift duties. I don't know if I'm making sense. However, the transferring of duties from one shift to another. And I wait for him outside. While waiting for him outside, the investigating officer does call me after a very long time. That is, no, he tells me what he was at gym, and that's why he missed my call. Fine. Um, then I wait for another hour. I wait for another hour for us to go and for now to go get this guy, go and get my ex-boyfriend, because at some point I want this case to continue, so that it will be combined, because that's what my IO told me, that the case needs to be combined with the original case that he treated me for. Sorry. So I need the case needed to be combined with the case needs to be combined with this original case that he treated me for, and then at some point this needs to end. It is just unfair that I opened the case first, and yet it hasn't even begun with trial. Yet the case that which is false claims, which he lied, his case has been completed. I have been trialed and found guilty for a thing a thing that I did not for a crime that I did not commit. So that's where we are. The last time I went with them, I think I'm gonna should I put the picture here? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. But I went with the cops. No, okay, how do I even go with the cops to go get this guy? Is um this investigating officer, I called him again, he's telling me it was gonna get he's having troubles getting a car or a police van to go get this guy. And something in me says that are they not calling this guy? This guy has not bought the police. I don't know. I'm not saying it happened, but if you are in my position where I am constantly failed and whereby I'm the victim, but it seems like I'm fighting a never-ending battle, and him as the perpetrator seems to be winning all these battles. You end up being suspicious. So right now I'm trusting nobody. But yeah, fast forward is the fact that I did I go to him, I choose to go to him, and I'm like, get the captain to give you a call. And because that's an essay, it's who you know, your relationship. I don't have a good I don't have a relationship with the captain, a good relationship, but somehow, because of this calling each other and him advising me here and there, which is about 3 times, he understands my situation, he knows my story. So he does give him a van because we were supposed to wait for a number of a number of incidents that needed the vans, and I was going to be last. So I go to the captain and he gives who I owe a car for, and we found this guy on the stop sign. Whether he had been called and warned to run away really, or it was just a coincidence, I would never know. But yeah, that is where we are right now. He attended the following day, and the following day we were supposed to even go for what you call this, protection order hearing. We had been given a provisional date, and obviously he did not make it. But when I got there, his lawyer had called them. So that's where we are right now. I will be going the following week to the police. I'm not sure whether I want to attend and know whether he's gotten bail or not. I'll see how I feel about that. But then on that date, I need to be at court for something, something minor. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and we will see how that goes. Another postponement, and I'm not sure whether you know, or I'll do another sit down explaining the case of the R word, because this guy, you know, slept with me, forced himself on me sexually. And I've opened that case. And the other day I was having, this video is going is going all over. But this is just basically, maybe I should name this an update. So my lawyer, so whilst I was at the other province, the IO for the art case retook my statements, and I'm honestly going to say this, I'm not sure why I needed to do that, and promised me that he will come get the guy this week, and he hasn't. It's been, so today is the end of the week, and this guy hasn't come here. Because no, actually no, he needed to come get what he needed to come get the art kits here, and then next week he comes and gets. I don't know how that will work. Honestly, I want this to end, and with the other cases that I'm opening, it might seem like I'm enjoying this. I'm not, but what choice do I have? And I wish I wasn't lying in all of this. And I maintain my ex-boyfriend forced himself on me sexually the day after he almost killed me. For now, can I say goodbye? Maybe I need to do a more structured video next time. I just thought, Oguti, I need to do with this hair. So I'm currently dyeing my hair, and I thought, let me just, maybe if I do a video with another color, with this color, it would be nice. And I obviously owe an update to the previous video that I uploaded. So guys, please do subscribe, please like my videos, please share them, and please, comment. And yeah, I'll see you on my next upload when I know this video just went, it was just not structured, but it is, however, an update of, yes, I got to the town where I'm doing trial one, and my accommodation wasn't booked. Uh, but at the end of the day, there was a solution. They did book me, and they just refusing to book Ubud Begi. That yeah, they're just refusing to put Ubud Begi. But luckily, they did have a room that had two separate beds, and even Mina. Personally, Mina, I don't mind sharing a bed with Ubud Begi. One thing I tell you about that man, he won't he won't harm me. He will not harm me. I'm confident of that, but however, it just might not sit well with his girlfriend. So that's why I need to respect, that lady. I've known her for a couple of months, but I'll tell you, I like her a lot, and I respect her, and I wouldn't want to rub her off the wrong way, or rather, yeah, I just like her, and I know she wouldn't feel comfortable 100% with me sharing a bed with her man, even though myself and the man know 100% that nothing will happen. But she won't be there, so she can't be too sure of that. So I try and make reservations, and considering that she allows her man to be of support to me and does not mind that me and her man speak for hours on the phone on daily. And so making sure that she's happy and comfortable would also be a priority to me. Shout out to women like that. Shout out to women that are friends with our male besties and don't see us as, and are not intimidated by our relationship with their men. That, so yes, again, I did end up having a place to sleep. The following day, we went for breakfast, and then we went to court. Trial was, and then the case was remanded once again. I felt absolutely depleted, completely defeated. I mean, and actually, my energy levels are depleted. In fact, I felt depleted in every sphere of me, every fiber of my being. And I came back. I made sure that this my ex-boyfriend was apprehended for intimidation, so that case can go to court and be be combined with the initial case that was held. Yeah, be combined with the initial case that I opened here. And what is it? The second one is the third. Yeah, the third one is that we couldn't proceed with the protection order, and I don't understand why he was stalling this to begin with. Um, we haven't proceeded with the protection order. I'll do a short video to explain the protection order. Yes, because of that. And then I did tell you that while I was in court, I did, while I was in court, I called the FCS, and they decided to retake my statement, and they were supposed to come to the clinic or be in communication with the cops that took me to do the R kit and the J88 and stuff. And I haven't been they haven't communicated with me regarding that, so I doubt they even came. And yes, that is all. So from me, yours truly, goodbye and have a lovely day.